Everybody, welcome to the channel where every day is range day. Today on the channel, I'm going to be talking about a product I've had for about a year and a half, and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it. The Law Tactical Folding Stock or Brace Adapter. Thank you for joining in. Anytime during the video, if you feel like you like this video, please leave us a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments at any time during the video, leave those in the comment section below. And if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and that bell icon if you want to be notified of when we release new videos. So you may be saying, Mac, you're not in your house. You would be correct. My wife and I decided to take some time off and go back home for the 4th of July week and weekend. So if you guys have a chance to do the same, I highly recommend it. I've been wearing flip-flops most of the day and I have no complaints. Even though I'm on a staycation, I thought this would be a perfect time to talk about one of the things I take with me when I take long car trips. Anytime I take a long car trip, where I'm expecting to be on the road, or if I'm taking a hike, or anytime I'm taking a trip where sight lines are a little bit longer, or there's more space between me and cover, or anything along those lines, I take this little AR pistol with me. Before we get any further into the video, for our safety, this firearm is clear. So this is my AR pistol that I take with me in a small bag or backpack. If you want to see the video where I detail each attachment I have on this firearm, the card should be about right here. So if you want to check that out, I highly recommend it. But today we are going to be focusing on the Law Tactical Folding Stock or Brace Adapter. How an AR-15 operates. It has a buffer that actually runs in this tube on this brace here, and that's what allows the firearm to cycle round. If you have a mag in the mag well and you pull the trigger once, this buffer will come back and go forward and cycle another round. So traditionally it was hard to find a way to get this brace to fold because it is key to how the weapon cycles. And this Law Tactical Folding Brace Adapter allows an AR-15 to have that option to fold. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to, like how a AK or a Scorpion or something along those lines have a folding brace or a folding stock even. So just to go over a few key elements about the folding brace adapter, it is made of steel. The steel is going to be a little stronger than aluminum. However, I know some of the other ones are made out of the same aluminum that the receivers are made out of. However, steel is harder than aluminum, so this is more indestructible, if you will. I have not torture tested this, and nor do I intend to, because these things are hard to get and they're not cheap. Although I have not torture tested it, I have not gone easy on it. It is controlled and it folds with this small little button here. And that button is a little hard to press when it's a brand new folding brace or stock adapter, and it is difficult. It is stiff at the time when you first get it. However, after using this twice or 3 times a week over the course of a year and a half, that button has loosened up and it's broken in and it is smooth as butter. The only complaint I had, but it's kind of a necessary reason why they designed it like this, it is pretty small, and sometimes, especially when you first get it, it is a little hard to engage. So you really have to get used to pressing it in with just the tip of your thumb. I see why Law Tactical went with that for a reason, because you don't want to accidentally engage the folding brace adapter or catch it on anything and then have your brace or stock fold up on you, especially with an AR-15 where the recoil mechanism runs through the buffer. So after using it, I came to terms with it that the button was a little small, and at the time it was stiff, but after it loosened up, I had no issue with it. This Law Tactical folder, after it engages, you will see has a bolt carrier group adapter, which you actually put into the bolt carrier group so that it extends it, because if you think about it, If you didn't have that, it would not cycle all the way because you lengthened the buffer tube. So they give you that to make sure that you don't have any issues with cycling. That bolt carrier group extension is easy to change and take out. It comes right on out once you press this button and just pull on it. It's just stuck in there with some rubber O-rings into the back of that bolt carrier group. So that is easy to change and replace, and then you just put it on and through there as long as you press that button to the side. The warnings on the back of the folding brace adapter here says close before firing. This firearm would fire once even with it folded like this. So it will fire once, however it will not recoil, and then you will jam the gun. So the brace has to be extended in order for this firearm to fire. The buffer tube attaches onto the back of that folding brace adapter there. You will use the same buffer and buffer spring which you had for your firearm to begin with. You will even use the same buffer detent pin there, as you can see right there in the bottom of the buffer tube. So besides the brace adapter, you will not need to purchase anything additional. They give you everything you need with the purchase as long as you have a fully operating firearm to begin with. Whether it's a pistol or rifle, this is easy to attach on to the end of a AR-15 along with Law Tactical's instructions that they supply with the product. It is sturdy and I haven't had any big issues with it. When I first got the Law Tactical folder, the hinge here was a little stiff. It was just a brand new product and it needed some time to break in. But anytime I was cleaning my firearm, I put some drops of gun oil in there and worked that hinge a couple times, just back and forth, just to help supplement the natural breaking in process. Besides it being stiff upon first receiving this product, which isn't even that big of a deal because it has broken in since then and it is functioning remarkably now. The only issue I've noticed is that this is not stainless steel, so it does rust. One of the first times I took this to the range and really got some good and heavy use with the Law Tactical folder, it rained on us and there was some humidity and moisture that was all over the firearm, but all over the Law Tactical folder. I got home and like you do sometimes, you put your firearms up and you clean them the next day. Put all my guns into the gun room and just let them sit overnight in the cases that I brought them in, and I was just going to get to them in the morning. Sure enough, after about 7 or 8 hours in the morning, I opened up the cases to scrub them down and the Law Tactical had some not significant rusting, but there were a lot of rust marks on the folding brace adapter. Although it is a little prone to rusting if you neglect it and don't take proper care of it like I did, it did not create any issues or malfunctions with the product. The hinge still works fine. It was just a little bit of rust, and from what I can tell, it has had no effect on the quality of the product or its reliability. So if you're using this in a duty sense and you notice a little bit of rusting on it and you're out in the field and can't really do anything about it, have no fear. It is not going to cause any issues with your folding brace adapter or your folding stock adapter. It's just something when you get back from the field or back from the range, you want to wipe down at least the brace adapter of all moisture and humidity and give it a little bit of a coat of gun oil. After I scrubbed it with a polymer brush and some gun oil, that cleaned up and have had no issues with rust ever since, especially knowing to wipe it off when I get inside from outside. So aside from some stiffness upon first receiving the product or some occasional rusting here and there, I haven't had any issues with this Law Tactical folder. If this is something you want to do, make sure you stay up to date on proposed gun bills, because if you are in possession of what used to be a pistol but is now considered an SBR, you could get in trouble for that. If you're able to get your hands on one, we highly recommend it here at Range Day. It is a sturdy, well-built, and simple device that if added to an AR pistol or an AR rifle, you are able to compact your overall weapon package down. With this Law Tactical folder and the current setting I have for this SB Tactical brace, it does reduce my overall pistol length by 10.5 inches. So great job, the Law Tactical, for creating an effective, duty capable folding brace adapter. So that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you all for watching and sticking with it to the end of the video. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you want to keep up with the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and if you hit that bell, you will be notified of when we release new content. If you have any questions or comments or recommendations of something you'd like to see in the future, please leave that down in the comment section below and we will get back to you. So everybody have a great 4th of July weekend and spend plenty of time with friends and family. This has been Mac with Range Day, where every day is range day. Thanks for watching.